Thought it would be a great idea to do a skit for you guys, a fun way to introduce you guys to swimming. So here at camp, we do this thing called lights, camera, action. How many of you have ever heard of lights, camera, action? Cody, can you explain lights, camera, action to us? Do you remember how it goes? Do you want me to help you out? Great. Lights, camera, action. We're going to take our hands and we're going to go lights, then we're going to go camera, then we're going to go action. As soon as my hands clap, that means the actors will come out and we will start our skit. Okay, but I need you guys' help. We need to be super loud, okay? Can you guys do that for me?
Yeah.
Great. So, you ready? Lights, camera, action. I didn't make contact with my hands. Let's try it one more time. Let's be super loud. I know we can do it. You guys ready? Lights, camera, action. Oh man, today's the day. The sun is shining. The pool is clean. Oh, it's such a great day. The campers are coming. I'm so excited. Oh, hey campers.
Oh, hey!
What are your guys' names?
I'm Snugs.
Snugs?
And I'm Goose.
Goose, nice to meet you guys. I'm Reef, and I work here at Camp Westmont, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here. What are you guys most excited about?
I'm so excited to swim. Number one.
Yeah? Did you come last year? I remember you.
Number one.
You were the best in the pool. I remember that.
Snugs was.
Goose, what are you looking forward to most?
Oh, I mean, swimming's fun. She can't swim. Yes.
Hey, listen up. Here at Camp Westmont, we love to teach people how to swim. All of us are teachers, and we can teach people how to swim. How awesome is that?
I'm going to teach you how to swim.
It's
so awesome.
Are you so excited?
That's so awesome.
It's going to be the best.
I'm so excited.
So, are you guys excited for your
I am
week of camp?
so excited.
All right, you ready? Team high five on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yes, and see. So that's it. So, again, I'm Reef, this is Goose, and this is Snuts. We're going to be teaching swimming over the next couple class periods. For the pool, we have a couple of rules that we want to go over. Everybody hold up some hands, okay? We're going to hold up some hands. Just like Snuts and Goose are doing. Here at the pool, we have this thing called the no-nos. Everybody say the no-nos.
The no-nos.
No-nos. The first no-no, everybody hold up one finger. No breath holding. The second one is no running, pushing, roughhousing on the deck or in the pool. The third one is no carrying of anyone on the shoulders or back. So we cannot put people on our back, walk around. Although it's fun, we cannot do that, and that leads into number 4. Number 4 is no chicken fights. Gentlemen, I know it's fun. Unfortunately, we cannot do chicken fights in the pool. The 5th one is no band-aids or open sores or cuts in the pool. We don't want any gross stuff getting in the pool. Who wants to swim in that? Not me. The 6th rule that we have is no gum chewing. If any of you have gum, I'm going to have to ask you to spit it out before we get in the pool. The 7th and final rule that we have is no glass items in the pool area. Are there any questions with the rules? Thank you, Cody. Here at camp, we have a couple traditions. One of those is called fish out of water. Whenever you hear myself blow the whistle, or one of the teachers say fish out of water, it'll sound like this.
Fish out of water!
When we do that, that means you are going to, when you are in your legs, you're going to jump out, sit on the side of the pool with your hands in your lap, and you're no longer going to be talking in your direction. Your attention is going to be directed to us as the teachers because we have something to better your camp experience. Are there any questions with fish out of water? The next one that we have is called Marco Polo. How many of you have ever played the game Marco Polo at a swimming pool? Great. Marco Polo is a great game. So when I say Marco, you say
Polo.
So when I say, or Goose says, or Snook says, Marco, you're all going to respond with
Polo.
That means you're no longer talking. You don't have to hop out of the pool, but your direction, your attention is going to be directed back to us. You're not going to be messing with your neighbor, and you're going to be attentive to what we have to say because it's going to make your learning experience better. Goose here is going to go over the schedule for our day today.
That's right. So as you guys know, my name is Goose. Welcome to Camp Westmont.
Today's sequence events are going to go a little bit like this. So, as we know, all of you have told us that you want to work on your technique. So today we are going to be emphasizing a lot of the techniques that you're going to be needing for the freestyle stroke. So first we're going to start out with a little getting used to the water, stepping in, getting a little wet, dunking ourselves underneath, just kind of getting comfortable with our atmosphere in the pool. Secondly, we're going to go into the breathing exercises. The breathing exercises are going to be important because they will help you to better your freestyle stroke and increase your acceleration. Secondly, we are going to go into the kicking. Kicking, again, is going to help you with your acceleration, and we're going to help you with your technique to better your freestyle stroke. And the third, we're going to put it all together and practice all the movements at once with the arm strokes together. So that's the sequence of events. Does anybody have any questions on that? Great. So the next thing I'm going to tell you about today is our teams. As you know, we all have different colors on today. So we have the yellow team is Beth's team, red team is Reef's team, and I am the blue team. Beth is going to be calling your names in just a second and assigning you a lane and your team. So why do we have teams? Because we're going to be competing. This is the deal. If you ever do anything great, or if you're listening for Marco Polo and you do a good job with that, or you're out of water on fish out of water quickly, or we just see you working really hard on your arm strokes, we're going to give your team points. At the end of the lesson, we'll tell you your points, and that team is going to be applauded, but also at the end of the week, in all of our lessons, the team with the most points will get a prize. So we are striving for our points. So Beth is going to take it away and assign you some lanes.
What's up, guys? Snugs here, as you can tell by my 6 fingers. So what I'm going to tell you, when I call your name, you're going to stand up so you know who you are, and I'm going to tell you your lanes. When I'm done telling you your lane, I will tell you if Reef or Goose is your instructor. They're both going to have 2 lanes. And then I want you to really listen to your lane, because once I tell you that, they're going to take you to where you need to go. You're going to stand in front of your lane, and then you're going to wait for Reef, because he's going to help you with the next step. So for lane 6, it's going to be Casey, Ben, Brent, and Marcos. Please stand up.
Oh, wow.
What lane are you guys in?
6.
Okay. And lane 5, Anna and Cody. Please stand up. Lane 5. You guys are the red team. I'm not the red team, sorry. The blue team.
The blue team.
The Goose team. You're going to be with Goose, and Goose is going to take you to your area.
Go ahead and follow me.
Lane 4 is Emily and Will. Please stand up. Emily and Will, please stand up. Lane 4. Lane 3 is going to be Cooper and Libby. Cooper and Libby, stand up. You are on the red team. You're
red
with
team.
Reef. Come on, red team. Okay. And now lane 2 is going to be Brooke and Luke. Brooke and Luke, stand up for lane 2. And then lane 1, Alexis, Kat, Laura, and then Megan. When are I going to please stand up? Oh, come here, you guys. Guys, I didn't say leave yet. Right. You guys are going to be on the yellow team. Yellow team. Let's go. Follow me. I'm going to tell you where to go. That's a good call.
You got the what?
It's a great day to slip.
Okay, yellow team, let's go here. Move and flip. Right here, lane 2. Okay? You guys can be right here. Make sure you guys have enough space. Lane 1.
I'm just going to wait. There's 2.
So as I explained, Marcos, you are on the side. And then 1, 2, perfect. Great. So whenever you exercise, you do them this way. Yeah. And then whenever you're sitting, you sit.
Super.
Oh, very cool. Should no phone in there.
All right, everybody, what we are going to do now is we are going to be told what we are doing. We are going to do a relay right now. Goose and Snooks are going to explain the game to us. Or I will explain it as they demonstrate it for all of you to see. What we are practicing right now is we are just getting used to the water. This is a practice game where we are going to be walking down to the midline, which is right after these poles. Right down here, there's a tile. We are going to be going right down to there, and we're going to be walking back. As soon as I blow the whistle, Goose is going to start with the demonstration. So she is going to be walking down to the midline. Snooks is going to be watching her partner. As soon as her partner makes it down to the midline. She is going to then go. Yeah, we'll call this the midline for now. So this is going to be the midline. Snook, Saw, Goose come to midline. They're going to go back. Goose is going to make her way back. Upon returning to the edge of the pool, with getting used to the water, she's going to take a breath. She's going to go underwater, dunking her entire body, making sure that you're getting used to the water. You're going to do this entire exercise twice, so each person is going to dunk their body under 2 times. How many times do you have to dunk their body under? 2 times. Good job. Lanes 6 and lanes 1. You guys have a couple extra people, that's okay. You guys can finish up as soon as you can. Other teams be encouraging to those lanes who are finishing up. Are there any questions with this game? Anybody have any questions? Great, so you guys can go ahead and get in the water. Remember, no diving. You're getting in the water.
Oh, not that bad. The water's warm. It's not as warm as today.
Are we just waiting till they're done?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and get in.
Right. So go down to the water once I get to the
Go, like, I'll tell
Great
you.
job, everybody. Great practice. What we are going to do now is I'm going to blow the whistle, and the first person to determine in your lane which person is going to go first. You guys will then start doing the exercise. Yes, Ben.
Quick question.
Yes.
So, whoever goes first, whenever that person gets to that other side, the next person goes,
Yes.
and that person that's down there, do they wait till they cross the line, then go, or you just come right
No,
back?
as soon as the person makes it to the midline, they're going to come right back.
Got it. Okay.
Are we ready?
So I go first?
Go, Casey. Casey, go!
Get the point!
Mom! Go! Drive the lead! No, yeah, come on, we're walking. Oh, yeah.
Great job, blue team! Crash course in water.
Come on.
Are you again? Okay, that's the last time. Stay there. Great job.
Come on, Book!
Push it! Points for the blue team.
Great job, blue team. That's right, rack up points. Fish out of water. Come on, get out of water. Bill, you were the last one. One more thing. The last one out of the water does 5 push-ups. I'm real sorry, that's going to be Please proceed to your push-ups. The rest of you, direct your attention right over here. So the first exercise we will be practicing today is the breathing exercises. Reef and Snooks are going to demonstrate as they get into the water. Great. So the first thing you want to do is direct your body forward facing the wall and outstretch your arms as we see shown here. Second thing you want to do is dunk your head in the water so that your mouth is halfway in the water. We're going to be blowing bubbles. So as Reef and Snook show us here, we are emphasizing loose lips and motorboat actions, as we can see shown here. And breathe. They come up out of the water, take a deep breath, and proceed and go back down. So you're going to be doing this over and over again until you feel comfortable moving on to the next step, which is going to be fully submerging yourself underwater. So same positioning, arms outstretched in the front, head is going fully underneath the water, and then inhaling on your dominant side. Because when we're swimming, you become faster when you're inhaling on your dominant side with your strokes, as we'll learn later. This is also a good example of Newton's second law, which is force equals mass times acceleration. So in order to increase our force, we are the mass, the person in the water, and your acceleration is how fast you're moving. So by doing these breathing techniques, we're increasing our acceleration times the mass, and we will be increasing our force in the long run. Thank you, Reef and Snook. So if you can go ahead and get in the water and start Alright, yeah, so go along the sides. Okay, so got bubble action over here. Getting bubbles here. Let's see your bubbles. Great, 10 points for the blue team. Great bubbles.
Hold down over there, Marcos.
Okay, are you doing like this is natural? Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Flips. Action. So you're on the second one?
Yep.
Okay, let me see it. All right. Yeah, so we we got fun in here.
So good. I want you to definitely breathing through your nose and then slowly let your I know, I'm like,
Breathe through my nose.
No, you're not.
Inhale through my nose?
And then exhale through your nose. So when you're under the water, you take a deep breath.
I exhale with my nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you move off to the side and your dominant side, whatever side you breathe on. You take a deep breath, and when you go underwater, slowly exhale the air.
With my nose or my mouth? Both.
Whatever feels comfortable.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it.
How you doing, Libby?
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah, just like that. Doing great, Elijah.
Yes. I need you here, girl.
So you guys, let's move on. You guys feel comfortable with the second one? Okay. The second one. On your arms out, and you're gonna on whatever dominant side you're gonna breathe on. Take a deep breath, and whatever feels comfortable. Me, I like my nose breathing. Fully exhale. So I'm gonna go. So just like you take the same deep breath in and out like you're working out. So you just want. Yeah, or just like that. Perfect. You got this.
On your side. Beth. How you doing, bro?
Good.
Yeah, you just want to fully exhale. Big focus. Good job. Yeah. Perfect. Ready for some cooking?
Yeah, I'm ready for something.
Yellow team, I'm so proud of you.
So this is helpful.
Yeah.
And guys, think of when you do things 1, 2, 3, 3. Because if you're thinking that, you're going to do with arms as well.
All right.
So one stroke per count, is that what you're saying? So like 1, 2, 3, 3?
Yeah.
Alexis, you're the last one. 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups.
Come on, Alexis, you got it. Make those push-ups strong so you can swim better.
Go, Alexis, go!
Alexis! Woo! Look at those push-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gallo team, do Alright guys, I'm going to move on to the next. Breathing was amazing, literally. I'm proud of you guys. So we're going to move on to the kicking, because kicking is really important with the freestyle. Sorry, I'm breathing. So if you watch, everyone just watch your team instructor. So this is Goose and then Reef. We're going to do the kicking. So everyone's going to flutter your legs straight out. You're going to still have your arms touching the wall. And we're going to first continue the kicking exercise. And then with the flutter, you want to make it so there's not too much splashing because you don't want to splash your neighbors. So with the kicking, you want little splash. You want the big flutter, so strong force with the flutter because the stronger force you have, the faster you'll go swimming. So with the kicking, as you can see with him, there's little splash, but it's really strong, forceful movement. And then when you guys feel comfortable with the kicking, you're going to incorporate the breathing. So we can kind of incorporate both and mix them together. So as you can see, they're both breathing on their dominant side and still kicking. So you guys just take a look at that. Notice, see how he's taking deep breath, blowing the bubbles out, kicking efficiently, as you can tell with Goose as well. And with this will help you because we want to get you guys with techniques. Everyone was talking about how they want to learn techniques, the breathing. So we guys want you to feel comfortable with this. So with the freestyle kick next week, we can fully do the freestyle. So thank you, Goose and Reef. We're going to have everyone get ready to get in the water and start this. So once they get out, everyone can get in their lanes and spread out as you will. And we'll start with the kicking exercise. We'll see what team can do it the best.
YOLO.
Yellow? I think it said YOLO. I was like,
So nice flutter. Strong legs.
so you guys want to leave with it. Like flutter. I'm going to have it full. Yeah. You still want to do kicking? Yeah. You want to do flutter.
Just in case. No, you're going good. Go, Megan, go!
That's another 50 points for the red team. Great job, red team.
Go, yellow! I don't think so. Let's not try.
Let's try.
No!
Let's try it.
Great job, Will. Make those big and strong kicks. Bring your feet up a little closer to the water so you get some
My legs are tired.
Remember, don't want to splash our neighbor. Great job, Libby.
Whoa! Come on! Beat it, come on! Great job! All right. Okay, you two are racing. You're racing. Flutter those feet. Okay, we're going. Cody's beating you. Flutter. I don't know, Anna.
Red team.
Great job, team. Awesome. I'm tired.
That's okay. That's okay. You guys are doing a great job.
Great. Extensive workout? Yeah.
Will, do you want to try some breathing with that?
Yeah.
Go, Will, go.
Are you breathing? Really tired of that.
Yellow team, you get 100 points because you guys are working hard.
Oh, my legs are sore.
How you doing?
My quads are tired.
Feeling it. About it.
How's it
Good
going?
job, Cody.
All right, Marco!
Wow.
Great. So I noticed Marco over here is doing a great job in exercise. Marcos, would like to demonstrate for us? A couple seconds?
Hey, Marcos.
Here we go. Let's do it. And flutters.
Oh yeah!
Hard flutters. Look at that. Fast with your feet. Almost no splash whatsoever. That is fast acceleration. This is going to be a winning team. All right, great job, Continue on with your exercise.
Continue on, red team. We got it.
Keep going.
Where's that sign? It's hiding.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfect.
Let's do it. It's all right. I mean, I'm sad, fish out of water!
Nice job, Brent. We got big. All right, everybody, let's be listening up and paying attention. So right now, Snooks is in the water. She's going to be teaching us the arm movements. So we have already learned what two movements? Breathing and kicking. She's now going to demonstrate the arms. Let's be watching her as she demonstrates. She's going to be kicking with her feet, the nice flutters, the small splashes, breathing on her dominant side, exhaling. Right now we're only going to be learning one arm. She's going to take her dominant arm, and she's going to swing it down through her pockets as if she's digging a hole. Coming up, making a rainbow, back onto the wall. As soon as she does that, she will do it one more time, taking her hand, diving it into the waters, not slapping the water. She's going to be coming through her pocket, digging a hole, up and around with a rainbow, back to the wall. When she feels comfortable, she will then start with her opposite arm. It does not matter which arm you start with, as long as it is your dominant arm. So right or left side does not matter. Notice how she is a dominant breather on the left side, so when she brings her left arm back, she's going to be breathing on her left side because that is her dominant side. Whatever is most comfortable for you, that is how I want you to do your movement. If you're a breather on the right side, you're going to swing through your pocket with your hand up and around, breathing on the side as you're making a rainbow, coming back through. Are there any questions? Great, Snooks, thank you. Snooks. She's gone for a mile.
It's yellow team right there.
Got it.
Good job, yellow team. You guys can get in the water. Go ahead and start with one arm. Marco! Hello! Make sure you guys are starting with one arm. Okay, we are only doing one arm. As soon as you feel comfortable after about 5 or so with one arm, go ahead and switch to the opposite arm. When you feel comfortable, you can either continue doing one arm, switching back and forth, or you can move on to doing both arms together. Are there any questions? Great job, everybody. Keep it up.
Alright, yellow team. We got this, so let's start with the kicking first. Yeah.
Good job, yellow team.
Yeah, pretend like you're doing a freestyle. So we start getting the technique down for freestyle. So you only want to breathe on one side. So when you do the opposite arm, your face is still in the water. Breathing, yeah. Perfect. Deep breath.